Hacks and tricks for studying set books, novels, and short stories. Stay tuned. Subject. Number 1, you have to create a study schedule. In this schedule, allocate specific time for studying each day. And remember, consistency is the key, for it will help you reinforce the understanding or the knowledge that you have gained from the study time that you have had. Find a quiet study place. Choose a well-lit, quiet area with minimal distraction. And trust me, this will be really of great help. You need also to overcome stress. Remember, stress can cause noise in your mind as a learner. Take regular breaks. Study in short bursts. For example, you can have 25 to 30 minutes, followed by a 5 to 10 minute break, and this will actually help in keeping your mind to be fresh and understanding. Now, those ones were the general study techniques that are needed for any student for any subject. Reading and understanding. You have to read and understand the concept before you move on. For example, what are the keys? How can you do to read and to understand? The first step is by active reading. You need to engage with the text as a learner by highlighting the key points, not just highlighting but making notes and asking questions as you read. Active reading, actually, you need to let your mind be alive in the text. As you are reading, make sure that you are revolving the text, you are asking yourself questions, highlighting, making short notes which you can remember. We go to the next one. Summarize each chapter. After reading a chapter, write a brief summary in your own words. This will help you reinforce what you have learned. So you close the notebooks and then you summarize the whole chapter. You can call your friends. The third step is discuss with your peer or your friends. Join study groups or discuss the material with classmates to gain different perspectives. This will help you gain a lot of knowledge as a learner. Then let us now move to the world of literature. Now, you are reading a set book. All of this is aggregated in the knowledge of a literature. So, number 1, we begin with analyzing literature. So, anytime you read a novel, number 1, you need to identify you are reading a novel or a short book or a short story. You need to identify themes and motives. Look for recurring themes, symbols, and motives in the text. Understanding these things will deepen your comprehension. Look on the characters. Pay attention to character development and relationships. So each character has his own knowledge or how he carries himself in a play, and get to understand through literary knowledge that you have as a literature student. You have contextual understanding. Research the historical, the cultural, and social context of the book to better understand its themes and messages. We have the memory techniques. In memory techniques, here you use flashcards, mind mapping. Another one which is very important is teaching what you have learned. For example, now in flashcards, you have the important codes or characters or themes. So you put them into flashcards, that is, you're writing them in flashcards that you can just grasp in a second when you look on it. Mind mapping. Create a map in your mind which can visually organize the information and see the connection between the different elements of the story. Then teaching what you have learned is actually the best. Call a group and teach it what you have learned to reinforce knowledge that you have gained. We have preparing for an exam. Exam preparation. How do you prepare for an exam? Now that you have learned, you have applied all the steps that we had before. Now, in exam preparation, you have to practice past papers. If available, practice with past papers. Familiarize yourself with the format and the types of the questions that are asked more so in the exams. Review regularly. Regularly review your notes and summaries to keep the information fresh in your mind. Don't just study and go, and then from that week of the lecture you come back the last lecture. No, that is not right. Stay healthy. Ensure you get enough sleep, eat well, exercise. A healthy body supports a healthy mind. A case study. We can look on a case study of a set book called To Kill a Mockingbird. In this case study, you need to understand the concept before you dwell to that book. You need to understand the historical background of the book and the author's background. On the part of the historical background, research the context. For example, this book is in the context of 1930 American South, focusing on racial segregation and the Great Depression. So already now with that setting, whereby you can understand the social issues in the novel, now you are good to go. The other thing, learn about the author's background. Learn about a police life, a motivation for writing the novel. Knowing the background will even help you to understand the themes and the characters in the novel. Analyzing the themes and the characters. Now, as you read, you need to focus on the central themes. Focus on the central themes such as racial injustice, moral growth, and the loss of innocence. Identify how these themes are developed through the plot and through the characters. We have character development. Pay close attention to the main characters, especially Scott, Atticus, and Tom Robinson. Note that their traits, their motivation, and how they change throughout the story. Close reading and note taking. Annotate the text. As you read, you need to highlight the important passages and make notes in the margins. Look for significant quotes and symbols and literary devices. We also have chapter summaries. Write brief summaries of each chapter to reinforce your understanding and recall key events. You need to write those chapter summaries. Then we have discussion and analysis. Now you need to go and join a group, whereby in that group you can discuss, not just physical, you can also have an online forum. Share your different perspectives on the novel. Essay practice. Practice writing an essay focusing on the topics related to the book. Actually, by this, you'll be articulating your thoughts and you'll be ready for the exams. Then you can go now for our last one, additional resources. Study guides, for example, the Spark Notes or the lead chart summaries. Analyze them and do the quizzes. We have adaptations. Watch the 1962 film adaptation starring Gregory Peck. It can provide visual understanding of the story and the characters. Thank you so much, Lana, for your time. We are going to continue on this channel, Epic Enigmas. Make sure you subscribe for more content. Thank you.